Hello and welcome to another California Psychics live reading. Today, I am your host, Carson. You know me. And today we are joined by our wonderful and new Psychic Chip. How are you doing
Hey,
today?
Carson. I'm doing great, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's another Monday live, and I'm always excited to do these. But before we get started, we do have a bits of information for our audience. First of all, we do have our promo code going on. If you see down below, and you use the code CHIP5, you get $5 off any new customer package that can be applied through our website. Remember, that's californiapsychics.com. You can use this code for $5 credit on any psychic, not just Chip, but if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with him, make sure you stick around to find out his exact schedule because we'll be shouting that out later in the stream. Now, lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off a few ground rules for questions, those who are asking. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions. For medical, this includes treatments, medications, pregnancies, and for legal, this includes court cases, custody battles, and general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure you include their name, just their first name, but this allows Chip to connect faster and more accurately answer your questions. But I guess without any further ado, Chip, are you ready to answer some questions today? Because we got them
Let's
piling
dive
in.
let's dive in. I'm already receiving some stuff, so that's good. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me go ahead and pick one out here. We have one from Stephanie, who is asking, do you see me getting back together with Ed?
Stephanie. As I connect with the energy of Ed, my sense is you may not know all that's going on underneath the surface because I'm feeling quite a lot of affection from Ed toward you. When I feel the energy like this, it actually feels quite imminent. So I am going to go out on a limb here and actually say probably within the next 30 to 45 days that there's some sort of powerful communication and reconnection. I feel really positive about this for you. So yeah.
All right. And we're already seeing some comments already for you, Chip, just saying hello and liking your energy so far with that
Oh,
first question.
oh, wonderful.
So our next
Uh,
question, great insight, by the way, but our next one will be for Keisha. Can you tell me where this relationship between myself and Harshal is heading? So Keisha and Harshal.
okay. So Keisha, the first thing that I'm picking up about Harshal is that on occasion he can kind of get the feeling a little bit insecure about whether he's stepping up to the plate and performing as the best partner that you deserve. So there's a little bit of insecurity that's there. So I wouldn't take any distance that you feel is personal. I actually do feel like actually over the next 4 to 6 months, you're going to start to see some improvement. So number one, when spirit gives me 4 to 6 months, that's a positive sign that this is going in a good direction. The second thing that they're giving me, and you also have a woman that's in spirit around you, by the way, that's coming through. So if we want to connect again on a call or a DM, let's do that. But they're telling me that if you are feeling like maybe there's somebody from his past, they're saying don't worry about that. It's over and done. So positive messages there for you with Harshal. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, by the way, Harshal. Yeah, feels good.
All right. Looking for great insight, or excuse me, hoping for great things coming your way, Keisha. All right. Our
Yeah.
next one for insight next is Doreen. Do you see David and I rekindling our relationship? Thank you, by the way.
Mm. Thank you for your question, Doreen. The first thing that jumps right off of the page for me, Doreen, is that you are a healer. And so on occasion, you may have attracted people into your world who have ailments, and that's okay, right? I do feel David has some mental blockages, some things that make me feel like, gosh, he's not performing his best today for me. And I think that that's where I'm seeing in the past you had some challenges. Um, I feel that David is actually going to, if the two of you aren't communicating right now, I actually think that that's quite temporary. I'm seeing a reconnection and communication coming up. The one thing I want to say is that I almost want the two of you to restructure your communication a little bit. Spirit's talking about actually really sharing and coming forward and sharing your authentic feelings about things if they frustrate you. Um, Otherwise, I do feel positively about David. He's not so far gone that he can't come back around and be the person that you need him to be in a connection. So I have hope here for you and David, and it feels like there's some positive stuff coming up actually this summer. So the summer they pointed me to.
Well said. All right. Our
Yeah.
next one will be for Jen, who is going to ask, is Bradley going to contact me soon? We have a lot of love questions today, I see.
Yeah, yeah, love is in the air, isn't it? Well, the first thing, Jen, I just wanted to share is you have there's a gentleman in the spirit world that's stepping forward for you. And the information he's giving me, and this is somebody that's connected to you, by the way, Jen. The information he's giving me is just a little bit longer. I think this Mercury retrograde has been really hard on a lot of people, and we've got just about a week left to go before Mercury goes direct, and that governs communication. So I think that you've got a little bit longer. I'm seeing 2 to 3, and I'm gonna say it feels fast. So I'm gonna say 2 to 3 weeks. I actually think there's gonna be something coming forward, a text, a call, maybe even something on social media. So something written. I'm gonna say written. Something written's coming forward 2 to 3 weeks. Um, that may feel like an eternity. I know what it's like to be in that situation, but it'll fly by. I promise you.
All right. Next one will be for Kim. This is a mediumship question. So asking if you do mediumship, and if so, would love a message from my daughter Jen. So Kim asking about her daughter Jen.
Okay, Kim. Yeah, let me just breathe into this because I do have. The first thing that I want to say is this feels unexpected. If indeed I do have Jen here, and I feel pretty strongly I do. It feels unexpected. I almost feel impact of some kind. So I think that Jen, first of all, she wants to release any guilt that may be around this. She also comes through to you a lot, by the way. So I'm not sure if Kim, you may even have some mediumship abilities that you might want to explore. But if you're not sensing the contact, I feel like there are signs that are going on around the home. She's showing me like lights and things may be going off and on like TVs and things. So she is definitely trying to come through. But the biggest message that I have is I love you. I'm still here with you. And she really just wants you to release if there's any struggle with responsibility or guilt or anything like that. She's like, it was my time. It's hard. I still love you and I'm still here with you though. So very beautiful. Thank you, Jen, for coming through.
All right. Well put, by the way. And next, we will be selecting one from YouTube. This is one from Maria. Can you ask, when will Diego reach out to me?
Okay. I just saw 2 and 1, 21. Is the 21st? Is that a Tuesday? I know I saw Tuesday and I saw 21. So something there, something there that's going on. So pay attention to that. I think that you've got 1, 2, 3 conversations. So I don't know if you text with Diego, but it feels like there may be a few exchanges that go on. The first 2, they might feel like maybe not everything that you want. The third one feels really nice, though. So hang in there. Again, I know one day could feel like an eternity, but I do think Diego's coming around here in the next few days to few weeks.
All righty. Our next one will be from Ty TA. Please forgive me if I mispronounce that. I believe she is asking, will Georgia and I reconcile? Will she contact me soon?
Okay. The first thing I wanted to say is that you actually are going to have some options, my friend. So I do feel Georgia may be caught up with another energy that's around her right now. I'm not sure if this is romantic or it's just a friend, but it's somebody that's distracting her and it doesn't feel like it's in her highest good. I see that she's going to be coming out of that. However, you have somebody else and they have a J name. J name that's coming forward, and I'm seeing 2. So this is 2 weeks to 2 months that I think you've got a J name that's coming through as well. And I do feel that you're going to have options here. So I'm not sure if you're open to a new energy and somebody coming forward, but sometimes that's what needs to happen, for us to be able to weigh and compare and contrast. So I feel positive about Georgia coming forward, but I would say don't hold out on this new person that's coming in too, because they feel really lovely. Yeah.
All right. Our next one will be for Richard, who is asking insight greatly appreciated with regards to my twin flame. Can you tell me about the current situation, or I guess evolving with my ex fiance Melissa, because she's caused me a lot of heartache and pain lately? Melissa and Richard.
Okay. Richard, thank you for your question. I do indeed feel like there's a soul connection here between the two of you. The first thing that I want to say is I just connect with the energy of when the two of you were together. Boy, it just feels like she's missing me. Like when I'm in your energy, it just feels like she's missing me. And I want her to be kinder, with you. And so I feel like there are times where she may actually be projecting onto you somebody that's not you. So I do think that there is some sort of heartache in the past that stands out to me that's in her energy. And this time apart is for purpose. She's supposed to be working that out. And people can stay stuck in this season for a while. It sounds like you're familiar with the twin flame dance. I do feel a reconnection is going to open up between the two of you. Again, I don't want to force you into something, but I do see somebody new coming in, and it's a K like Kimberly or Catherine, Kate, Kimberly, the K name that's also going to be stepping forward that seemed to have some importance here. So I do feel the reconnection is going to happen. There's a little bit longer to go. She's kind of working out her stuff. Hang in there, my friend. And if you'd like to dive into this I know what that journey's like. So if you'd like to dive into this more in depth, shoot me a message or let's connect on an appointment.
And that is a great transition, because I was just about to mention that, we're about 15 minutes in, and, we do have our promo code going on, as you can see down below, using Chip5. And you know where you can use that? You can use that on californiapsychics.com. And you can go ahead, up in the top right, you have the ability to search up Psychic Chip. You'll be able to find out all of his hours and the ways to communicate with him and connect with him any way you want, either through text or just phone call, book an appointment. But Chip, what are your regular hours for those who are just wanting to hear you say it?
Yeah, absolutely. So this week I have some reduced hours, but I will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. And my regular hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central and 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central.
And yes, once again, all that information will be on his profile. There's also a link in the description of the stream you're watching here on Facebook and YouTube. So go ahead and click that link if you want to as well. But yes, if you're wanting more insight, even the insight he doesn't want to say on stream, because I know there's a lot of, or it's a bit public, but all that insight he's got waiting for you. Go ahead and give him a contact. And yes, by the way, forgot to ask this before the stream, Chip. Did you bring your tarot cards, or do you have?
I sure.
Okay, then at the end of the stream, we will go ahead and be switching over to tarot. That'll be the last 15 minutes or so. So be on the lookout for that. But all right. Don't want to keep anybody waiting anymore. Let's go ahead and answer some more questions. I just saw one from June from YouTube. Hi, Chip. Will Matt come back to me? So June and Chip, or June and Matt, excuse me.
There we go. So June. Ooh, boy, I'll tell you, Matt sure feels stubborn, my friend. He is really digging his heels in here. I'm not going to say it's unworkable and impossible. I actually don't necessarily feel that here. However, the hard part of this is that I do feel like there is some amount of time Matt's going to need. It almost feels like Matt needs to know you weren't the problem. Do you know what I mean, June? It's almost like sometimes in relationships we can project onto our partner and make them seem like they're all the problem. And that's what I think we have here. And so it's almost like the universe needs to work with him to do some healing work during this interim time. I do think when he comes back, he is sincere, but it feels like there's some work to to do together. So I would just say, keep an open heart and an open mind. It sure doesn't feel impossible, but I feel for you, my friend. If you were my sister, I would be saying something like, just, be careful, trust your intuition, trust your gut, and see where it goes. So I that's what I'm going to leave you with. And if you want to dive into it more, because I'm feeling like there's some past stuff that might be nice for you to get off your chest, I can hear you out and we can chat about it.
Cool. And once again, you can go ahead and reach him, californiapsychics.com. We got the link in the description. Our next one is going to be from Sarah. She is wondering, what is your opinion, Chip? Should she go to a different flight school after her next test, or should she stay to finish here? Do you think there's energy is stronger at the one she's currently at?
Okay. All right, Sarah. You have a mother grandmother that's stepping forward in the spirit world, and she is incredibly proud of you. I say mother grandmother, does feel like somebody that was elderly when they transitioned, and somebody that has their arms around you like angel wings. So I think that that's something that you may even feel right before you're getting ready to take off or something. You have a lot of spiritual protection around you. It's beautiful. In terms of which direction should you go, I'll tell you, I'm not feeling, and I'm not feeling like one is better than the other, but I think there's something about kind of the groove that you're in where you're at that feels like it might go faster for some reason. I'm not sure how the certifications and things work in that world. I certainly admire your courage to go up into the sky all the time, but it feels like there's something that's where you're at that's really nice. But I don't think it's a problem either if you check out other schools. So my sense is that they want to work with you where you're at now. And if you just want to put a manifestation out there that you find a different school, I think they're going to make that happen for you too. So I don't see any hurdles in your way here.
All right. Great insight, by the way. We have one from Christina. You may recognize this based on the wording. Hey, Chip, it's Christina. Thanks for the update the other day. Dan and I spoke a little earlier about me going home to visit next month. Will we actually get to see each other, and will it be good? He's really going to make me crazy.
Okay, Christina, welcome back. Pleasure to connect with you, my friend, and so glad that the readings resonated. I do feel you and Dan are going to see each other. I also see something in October that feels really big, and I don't know if this is like a formal reconnection with a title or something like that, but there's something quite big that seems to pop in October. But I do think that when you go back next month, I see you seeing him. I'm actually seeing two, so you may even get to see him twice. I don't know if it's like, spending a significant amount of time with him and then like a hug goodbye before you leave or something like that. But there's like two that they're showing me on the next trip. And then that big thing in October that feels quite positive. So yeah, feels good, my friend. Let's stay in touch on that. It feels like it's going the right direction.
All right. We have another one for love. This is from Melissa. Did Robert really ghost me?
Ooh, the first thing I got was a big yes. So if that is your intuition that he's sort of, and when I say ghost, I just mean he's withdrawn, and you're not making that up. There is a withdrawal here. The thing is that it is not personal to you, my friend. It is not personal to you. I'm feeling something in Robert's energy, actually in his heart chakra area. This is where they're taking me. So I don't know if this is like heartbreak from someone else in his past. I don't necessarily see anybody else around him, or if this is like a significant person in his life that he's got a rift with and it's really affecting his energy. It's like something in his heart chakra area needs to be resolved. So pray for him, send him loving energy. I don't think it's a forever thing. So I don't want to say that. But your intuition is spot on here. He's taken a step back. This one feels temporary though. So I don't think that it's, going to drag on for years or anything like that. If this is like a few days to, maybe a couple weeks or something.
All right. Well said. Our next one, this will be more career oriented. I wonder if this might be a little bit general. just started a new job. Do you see them, or do you see me being with them for a while, or do you see the energy shifting towards a different kind of job or career?
Okay. All right. So
So I know that someone's a little bit more general, so we can also move on if
yeah.
you want to circle back.
Well, they showed me a couple of different paths here for you, my friend. So the first thing is that I'm getting that within two, and I think it's more like years. Within 2 years, there's some other offer, and it does feel like it's something different than what you do now. So, if you work in accounting right now and you really want to get into personal training or something like that, or even vice versa, it's something that feels quite different. And that's coming within 2 years. So this could even be they just said 18. So I would say by the 18-month mark, you're going to have already known what this thing is. You're going to be considering it. If you choose to stay, I see you being there as far as like 5 years. So it does feel like you have options. You got some choices here. Something about the energy where you're at, Spirit almost wants you to spread your wings and kind of fly in this other thing. So if you'd like to dive into that more, and maybe I can even get a better grasp on what this new thing is that's coming in, let's chat about it, because it feels like the universe is trying to take you in a more, I want to say, authentic direction. Something that they just keep saying something about wings, like letting your wings come out. So yeah, feels positive though, and I think you're really well liked where you're at too. So any concerns there, put those at ease.
Awesome. Very well put. We have one next. This one is just a general numerology question from Jess, and I guess we may be able to answer it, or just kind of a general thing. I'm constantly seeing the numbers 1111, so 4 ones. Is this a deeper than just coincidental, or do you think my spirit guides are trying to tell me something about, or excuse me, are my spirit guides or a deceased loved one trying to tell me something? Thank you so much.
Wonderful question, Jess. I love questions like this. By the way, I love your energy. I see a lot of violet energy around you, which for me is psychic intuitive. It's like you have one foot that's in the spirit world. So the first thing I think is that you may be having vivid dreams. Write them down. They're going to be quite powerful. I think you have some mediumship abilities, some intuitive abilities. The 1111 is often seen as an awakening number, a spiritual awakening number. And while I do think that you've been in this space before today in your question, it feels like there's more that they want from you. There's more that they see for you on your journey, and the path is going to be expanding. If you feel led to pick up a tool like tarot cards or pendulum or something like that, really pay attention to those nudges. You do have some folks in the spirit world that are around you that I think are going to help you on this journey, but you also have a guide that's visiting you. So if you're not in meditation, I would really encourage you to dive into meditation and try to make it daily. There's some wonderful pre-recorded ones on YouTube that are free. Really dive into that. Use headphones. It feels like you are going through a big blossoming awakening, my friend. So that's the information I'm getting from Spirit to pass along to you.
Cool. All righty. Our next one will be for a Dawn. This is a familiar face from last time. Nice to see you again, Dawn, by the way. I wanted to ask, what do you see with myself and Joanna, Joanna, and will I get the chance to prove myself to her, and how soon?
Okay. All right. Thank you for your question, Dawn. There's something September. So I don't know if there's distance between the two of you, and you've just not seen her in a while. Something in September feels quite positive. I do feel right now in this red hot minute, there are some walls up and there's some resistance, because I'm trying to go in there, and she's feeling on the defensive a little bit. I think she's going to come out of that. I do feel there's some sort of conversation that will take place. My sense is Spirit is saying to offer loving words, but to also really embrace the listening role and to really hear her out, because there's something that I think she wants to get off her chest, and she simply just wants to be heard. And I think that's where I feel repair can happen. Hang in there. I know September can feel like it's an eternity away, but I think something August, September, I'm going to even say between mid-August and September, they're showing me a really healing conversation. I think you'll have a better sense of the direction at that time. So yeah.
Awesome. Our next one, this is a little bit more of a general one, but I was wondering, Cynthia's wondering, been living in this apartment for about 24 years. Do you see me moving and finding a new love? So do you kind of see the energy shifting anytime soon for Cynthia?
Yeah. Okay, Cynthia. Wonderful. Ooh. Something in February pops up for me for next year. I do feel that there is a soulmate that's coming into your world. I don't know why they also want to take me back some years. So this could also be somebody that's coming back into your life. Perhaps you don't want that at all, but it feels like there's actually something in February that's coming up in terms of love. Now, I do feel like as you get into the summer of next year, you're going to start exploring options for a move. And I am seeing somebody in your orbit at that time. So I think February feels big because there is some sort of introduction to somebody, and I feel there's somebody new coming in, and they just told me Venus retrograde. So Venus retrograde is coming up July 22nd and is going to go on for several weeks. That's when people from the past are going to be coming forward. Something about that feels very healing. And then you have this new person coming in February. The summer after that, I think you're going to really start making some big life decisions. So I don't think you're going to be restrained in that apartment forever, my friend. You got doors opening. Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. Wishing the best for you, Cynthia, and hoping that energy is flown or is going through you for this new year. All right. Next one will be for Myrna. Yes. Hi, Psychic Chip. What do you see for Jesus and I? We've been dating for about 1 year. So Myrna and Jesus.
The first thing that I got was the two of you have done this before. There's a wonderful blend of energy here. I'm not sure if you're open to the idea of past lives or not, but if you are, it feels like you have done this many lifetimes with Jesus. I do think that this is leading towards a ceremony. They show me a ceremony in my vision. It feels warm out, so I do think that it's something that's going to be in one of the warmer seasons, and I think that something in 2 months feels very big. So this could be a proposal, it could be some sort of step forward if you're not living together already. This could be that move or something. So there's something big, 2 months, and I think this is your person, my friend. The two of you have incredible healing energy and will be an example in your community and to others of what a true love looks like. So it's beautiful.
All right. Great insight and just great insight overall. And so if you're wanting a more, I guess, insightful answer, I know these have just been kind of quick answers, but if you're wanting more just kind of insight into in deep dives into each question and not kind of broadcast it on live, go ahead and reach out to CaliforniaPsychics.com. Up in the top right, you have the ability to search. You're going to want to search up one name, Psychic Chip, and you can use this promo code down below. This gets you $5 off any new customer package to use to go ahead and load up minutes. And yeah, Chip, what is your regular hours for those who are interested in, I guess, getting more insight in today's answers?
Yeah, so I'll be working this week a little bit of a reduced schedule, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central. And then starting next week and going forward, it'd be my normal Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central. And then I come back on 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central. And I also just wanted to note that I do answer direct messages as often as I can. And I do offer appointments as well starting next week. So if you get in the queue and there's a little bit of delay, you might want to grab an appointment slot and we can talk then.
Yeah, and all that information, once again, can be found on Psychic Chip's profile, CaliforniaPsychics.com under Psychic Chip. Once again, also in the stream or description of the one you're watching right now, there's a link that'll just take you right to his profile, so you don't have to memorize any of that if you don't want to, if you just want to save one click. All right, but we can go ahead and answer some more questions for about 30-ish minutes. And then in about 15-ish minutes, we will go ahead and switch over to Tarot for any more general type questions. So stick around, make sure you stick around for that section of this stream and here in about 15 minutes. But all right, want to go ahead and answer a few more questions before then in general format. One we have next is from Rachel. I'm asking if Mike and I are over now, or if we aren't, what's going to happen between us? Is there another woman? Oh, so do you see the energy of another person between Mike and Rachel?
Okay. Thank you, Rachel, for your question. I do need to let you know there is somebody in the spirit world that's stepping forward to help me through the energy here. This is somebody I feel you would know that would be either a friend or somebody that might have been a close family connection. It does feel female. I'm seeing them being around you, trying to remind you to trust your intuition. And I think that there is kind of this sinking deep pit that you have felt like there have been some red flags along the way with Mike, and yet also there are these moments that are quite positive. I do feel there is somebody that's distracting Mike, and this is somebody that he knows from his past. I see them as having blonde hair, lighter colored eyes. I don't feel that it's serious, but it just feels like flirtation, and there's something that's there that's just, I don't like that energy for you. Will he come back around? Yes, I do feel that he is going to come back around. I want to say, just to really, what's the old adage? Start low and go slow. So it feels like you're going to want to really ease into this reconnection point. I'm seeing a 6, which very well could be 6 weeks, or June, which I think that's the same, isn't it? 6 weeks is in June. So I do feel that there are things that are going to happen along the way, of course, up to that point. But I'm being shown to really trust your gut. If something feels off, my friend, it's off. And that's you're going to want to communicate with him about it. And I think that's where I want to leave it. And we can dive into some other things that are coming through right now on the chat or on another call.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And our next one will be from Tiffany from YouTube. Do you see Tiffany and John reconnecting in the near future? Tiffany and John.
Okay. Tiffany, I was just shown August, so I'm not sure everybody's definition of near future is different than the other. So I do feel there's something in August that happens. Specifically, I just saw August 12th, something of that nature. So I think where I want to go with this, Tiffany, is there's something here about the energy that feels like it's perfect, and yet there's friction, and there's a lot to explore on a personal growth level between the two of you. And I would just say really have an open heart and open mind to talking through the way you're impacted when John does do certain things, and give him the floor, when he's got some things that are on his mind. And I think that communication piece is going to be a big factor in the relationship going forward. So I'm going to leave you with that. But I do think something August. Yeah.
Well put. Our next one will be from Crystal. Hi, Chip and Carson. I recently lost my brother, Chad. Do you see any messages from him or any other lost loved ones? So Chad for her brother or her sister, excuse me.
Yeah, Crystal, the first thing I wanted to, if we were on a call, we could do this a lot easier, I know, but I just saw like a salute, which is my sign for, military or maybe law enforcement or something like that. So I'm not sure why I'm getting that, but there is a man in spirit that's coming forward. Chad, did he leave behind pets and animals? I'm seeing something about pets and animals between the two of you. So I'm not sure if he left behind a pet or he really loved your pet. I'm seeing that. And then the other thing I feel, he's saying I'm okay. So I don't know if there's some concern about his condition or where he is, but he is coming through quite strongly. And I feel like a lot of positive light and energy around him. And, I'm going to say, I think you got all of that when he was here in the physical. He just feels like he lived life to the fullest, a lot of personality. It could make you smile and laugh on a hard day. I mean, there's a lot of healing energy around him, and he is very much still around you. The other thing that he's sharing with me is that you have some sort of like new money that's coming in, and he's trying to connect you with that. It's like almost like a gift. So when it comes up, you'll know and remember this reading, and it's from him. So those are the messages I'm getting for you. Lovely energy. Really love that energy for Chad.
Thank you, Crystal, for your question. And yeah, sending good vibes your way. Hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Our next question will be from Ian, who is asking, do you see Delonte and I coming together? So Ian and Delonte.
Okay, Ian and Delonte. It feels like the two of you are getting ready to run into each other in person. I don't know if you frequent the same places but it's like a visual connection. So this feels a little bit different than like a text that might pop out of nowhere. I think the universe wants to put you in front of him again. And I think everybody's personality is a little bit different. With Delonte, I feel like out of sight, out of mind, but not out of heart. You know what I mean, my friend? So I know that he still thinks about you. I know that there's a strong bond and connection that's still there. And I want to say there's more to explore that's there. I really want to bring him and the two of you together to see each other. He needs to see you again. And I think that that's coming up. It feels like within the next month or two. So be on the lookout for that. And it could even be, if the two of you don't live in the same place, could even be that he pops up on your social media or something, or you pop up on his. That's what it is, they're saying. So it's one of those two things. It's a visual thing, and it like sends him soaring. It's Delonte soaring again. So yeah, feels good. Feels like you're gonna connect here pretty soon.
All right. And we just had a message from Rachel, a little follow-up, one that you had just answered previously. She said that she had sent you a message on CaliforniaPsychics.com. So right after the stream, we can get to that. Rachel, you'll, I guess, right after this. And thank you for that, by the way. And yeah, once again, the best way to reach Chip and how she did so, go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. Up in the top right, you'll see a search bar. Search for Psychic Chip. There's his name right there, as well as the link in the description of the stream you're watching right now. You can go ahead and click that, and you'll just be able to pull up Chip's profile, as well as the ways to message him and book an appointment if you want to be on a phone call. But yes. All right. Into our next question. We have one from Jocelyn. What do you see between me and Roland? And do you think he will come back to me? So Jocelyn and Roland.
Okay, Jocelyn, it's interesting because I actually feel there's somebody else that they want to show me that's going to step forward for you here. I'm asking them about Roland. It's not a no, because I don't want to leave you with the impression that it's not workable. Boy, there just feels like there's a stubbornness here in his energy. I just want him to open up, with me as I connect with you in these conversations that the two of you have had in the past. I feel like I'm pulling teeth to get him to open up and share with me what's going on for him. The thing Spirit wants to remind you of this, it's not personal. So there's something that's going on in here that doesn't have to do with you. It actually has to do with a long time ago. So something that's weighing his energy down. I don't necessarily feel anybody serious around him right now. I think you've got somebody else that's also coming in. And I have a D name like David, Darius, Derek, a D name for you. And I have to say, if you're not open to that, I do think you and Roland will have the opportunity to reconnect. But I'm just feeling the energy flow so much better with this new person because it feels like they're quite vulnerable. They're open. They want to go to the deep places with you. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that because these are your options. They're your free will decisions. So conversations with Roland, I think will resume. But you got something really, really special coming in. Yeah.
All right. Wishing for the best, Jocelyn, and hoping everything goes out smoothly. All right. Our next question. So another love question from Tanea. Hey, Chip, will Justin open up his feelings to me this month? Do you see that happening?
Okay. So Tanea, I actually feel like there's something really nice that happens between the two of you, and I'm in person with you when this happens in my vision, and I almost feel like I might be at a gathering or something like that outside. So I don't know if this is like a barbecue or if this is just maybe a place that the two of you go together and there's an outdoor area, but I feel I'm outdoors and there's something that happens and it feels really special. And when I connect with your energy, I feel like, yes. So I do think that there's some opening up coming. Now, in terms of if it's this month, I'm not feeling it this month, and I don't want to disappoint you. I think that it is coming, though. It is coming, and it very well may be as soon as maybe the first half of next month. But what you got going on right now with him, I think you're going to keep going with that, and then I see something really special happening um, in June and going forward. Feels nice.
All righty. Our next one will be for Vanessa. Hi, Chip and Carson. What do you see for me and Seth within the next few months? He is a Virgo and I am a Leo.
Okay, my friend. I can see why you're saying please help because I feel, boy, it's like, with Seth, it's like his way or the highway. And I think you just want him to communicate. It feels like there have been a lot of missed opportunities, and you've made some bids, and you've been showing affection, and it just feels like he's not stepping up to the plate and matching you. Again, you may hear a theme in the readings because it's quite consistent along the readings so far. This doesn't feel personal, so I don't think it's something that you did back in January and he's holding it against you. It's actually something in him. And believe it or not, with the soul connection that the two of you have, I think that the purpose here is for healing, for that to come out in him. Don't rush it because he can't get there any faster than he's going right now. I understand if that's not workable for you and that's a deal breaker. But if you can be patient with him, like I am seeing over the next 3 to 4 months, you're going to start seeing some opening up. Just really surrender this to the universe, my friend, and let the angels and the universe do the healing with him on his own time. Because he does really love you. He does have a strong soul connection with you.
All right. Very well said, Chip. And also, if you are wanting more insight from Psychic Chip today, be sure you go to californiapsychics.com. These are all the questions we will be answering in terms of the general question. We will now be switching over to answering tarot questions, so we can answer just a few more before we go off today. We have 15 minutes left, so go ahead and start putting in your questions for tarot pulls, so either love cards, career cards pull. But if you are wanting a reading today, just a general reading like we've been answering, go to californiapsychics.com. Up in the top right, there's a search bar. Make sure you search up Psychic Chip. You can use the promo code you see scrolling along the entire stream below. It's using Chip5 to get $5 off any new customer package. But Chip, what are your regular hours for people who are wanting to get a reading with specifically you?
Yes, so this week I will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central. And of course, answering direct messages as well. And then the following week, I'll go back to my full schedule of Monday through Friday. I start at 10 and go to noon Central Time. And then I come back on 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time.
Awesome. And all that information will be on his profile. You can go ahead and click the link of the description of the stream you're watching right now. And also the ability to book an appointment with him if you just can't make those general, or you don't want to wait in the queue. Just don't want to have to sit on, the call. But go ahead and set that appointment up. All that can be found on Psychic Chip's profile. Get more insight today, all from Psychic Chip. All righty, let's start answering some love cards and getting love general and regular tarot pulls. Yeah. I'm all jumbled up right now.
Let's do it.
But we have one right now from Julian, a love card or a general card, dealer's choice.
All right, very good. Okay, so I have the 9 of Swords, and that tells me that somebody has been keeping you up at night, and this may not be the best feeling. So I do feel that if you have anything that needs to just sort of be released and surrendered, my friend, that's going to really help this process go faster, the love process. The more we release, the lighter we are, the better we attract in folks, either from the past that are soulmates or soulmates that are coming to us in the future. So that card advises you to just really find peace, meditate, make sure you're taking care of yourself, getting regular sleep, and really release and surrender. You got some positive things coming your way in love. Yeah.
All right. Next card will be for Lorena. Wanting a love card for Nicole. Excuse me, a love card for Nicole.
All right, Nicole. Wonderful. Let's get a card for you here. All right. So this is a beautiful card, actually. Don't let it scare you. The death card is a rebirth card, my friend. It says that something that's not been working is getting ready to be reborn and start working. It's a beautiful card. Think of the caterpillar going into the cocoon and turning into a butterfly. So it's something in your energy and also something in a soulmate's energy. It's happening simultaneous here, and I feel something really, really positive happening for you. This is a beautiful season. Just embrace it. And I think that you've got some special stuff coming up this summer. Yeah.
All righty. We have our next card for Linda, who is just asking for a career card, please.
All right. Knight of Wands. Beautiful card. The Knight of Wands speaks to a passionate endeavor. It can also speak to travel. So I'm not sure if you do travel for what you do, Linda, but I do think that this feels like progression. It feels like advancement. It also feels like you are really good at what you do. So really embrace that and own that. And that's going to be a positive something positive is very well coming for you before the end of the year with career stuff. So I think just buckle up, my friend. It feels good. Knight of Wands is a beautiful energy to have.
Okay. Our next one will be for Adrienne for a career card, another career card.
Okay. Wow. Six of Wands. Adrian, what are you doing, my friend? Incredible energy. The Six of Wands speaks to advancement. It speaks to recognition publicly. Often I see it represent promotions or getting big gigs. You also have quite a creative energy around you. So I'm not sure if you're in front of people, but you're getting ready to be recognized. So it's a really, really lovely energy. And I would just say, own it. Don't even cower down or, people giving you compliments and praising you, really own it and soak it up because it's coming your way. Something really positive is getting ready to come in your world.
All right. All right. Wishing for the best for you, Adrienne. All that good energy coming your way. Hoping for the best. Next is for Michelle for a love card.
Ooh, Ace of Swords. So, Michelle, I'm not exactly connecting to your specific situation right now. I'd love to do that in a reading with you. But what I want to say, whenever I see Ace of Swords, it means clarity. It also can represent new communication with new people that are coming in. Or if you are waiting on a communication from someone, it heralds that it is coming to you. So, very, very beautiful, positive card. And I would say probably here in the next week or two, you're going to be feeling a lot lighter. So yeah, hang in there. If there's anything hard going on, my friend, it's getting ready to shift.
All right. Our next one will be for Chris, a career card, please.
All right, Chris, let's see what's coming forward for you. Ooh, Seven of Swords. What an incredible card to get in career. Tells me that you're going to be really, really intelligent, really crafty, very tactical and strategic with your next steps. You probably also have to really lean into some intellectual strategy and tactics with what you do today. So they're telling me that you've got something really nice that you're navigating just right. So really trust your intuition, trust those smarts that you have. I think that you've got some cool things that are going to be coming up for you. I'm seeing in between the third and the fourth quarter of this year. So just really trust yourself and navigate that with smarts, my friend. You got good stuff.
All righty. Got about 10-ish minutes left, so make sure you get those tarot questions in. We'll try to answer as many as we can during the next 10 minutes. Next is for Alicia. A love card, please, for her.
Okay. Yeah, I felt actually, Alicia, before I pulled this card, that there was something that might be weighing heavy on you. And this card does speak to just feeling a little trapped, kind of stuck in fear, anxiety. And I think it's easy to say, oh, just let go of it and release it. But one thing you may find really helpful anytime the Eight of Swords comes forward is just to speak your truth, to really not allow it to stay bottled up in here, to really let it come out. And I think that there's somebody that you are with or you're going to connect with that really gets you and really understands what it's like to have that Eight of Swords going on. I think it's going to be a very healing experience for you. So it's a temporary moment for you. It's a temporary season. It is going to improve in advance. Just hang in there during this time. Yeah.
All right. Our next one will be for Amber with a number, or I guess we will do a finance card for Amber.
Okay. Finance for Amber. Finance for Amber. Ooh, this is an incredible energy, my friend. Something really nice coming in for you. The Eight of Wands. This speaks to positive shifts that are coming, and it can almost sometimes with the Eight of Wands feel like it's coming out of nowhere. So beautiful energy. Eight in numerology is also the number of abundance and contracts. So you got something that's coming your way. If you're waiting on communication, or you're waiting to see if something's going to come through, it almost always speaks to something really positive that's getting ready to transpire. So just hang in there. It's coming. Yeah. Positive finance.
All right. Next one will be another career card for Randall.
Okay, Randall. Randall, they show me you're very good with your hands. So I don't know if you work on things or what you do, but you got a really nice knack for that. The Two of Wands tells me that you've got either a new contract that's coming in, or you're sort of setting the stage for your next moves. And this is a positive card if you've been waiting on, a positive shift or an advancement with where you're at. When I get this card, it often is promotions. It's often offers, like contractual offers between you and a company or something like that. So I hope that fits. And if I need to dive into it anymore, shoot me a message, or let's do a reading on that. But yeah, positive stuff coming through for you guys. This is really nice.
Yeah, that seemed like a very, very good answer, by the way. I noticed before that Randall had been asking about his mechanic company. So,
oh, really?
Him starting up his mechanic company. So that was very on point.
Well, there you go.
Alrighty. Our next one will be for Marlon, who is asking for another career card.
Marlon, okay. I have a lot of creative energy around Marlon. Not sure if Marlon works in entertainment or music or some sort of arts or something, but if you don't, you really have a nice energy for that. But in terms of the card that comes forward, wow, the Sun card. The Sun card is a beautiful card. It's warmth, it's joy. It speaks to inner child happiness. It is a highly creative card. So inner child healing that leads to adult happiness is what I mean to say. So think of doing work that really brings you authentic joy and not being stuck in an 8 to 5 that you're not connected with. So that card coming forward is major, my friend. That is an incredible card. So I would say whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Trust your intuition, and the universe is guiding you towards that sun energy. It's beautiful.
All right. Next one for Izzy is a love card.
Right. Yes. Queen of Wands, my friend. Izzy, you are the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands got on the throne because she decided she would be fearless and throw up all of the expectations of the world and be her authentic self. And that's you. And that tells me, guess what? You're attracting in somebody that matches that. So it's a beautiful card to get. I think that you are, if you're not already with this person now, they're coming in quite quickly, and you are going to be, boy, power couple. This is beautiful energy. So yeah, I would just continue to be your authentic self, and you're attracting in people that can really match you on that.
All righty. Our next one will be for Michelle, who is asking for just a general card.
Oh, okay. So Michelle, it feels like there have been some things that may have gotten you down here in the past. It's all temporary, my friend. It's all temporary. Anytime I see the 5 of Cups, it tells me that there's just a little bit longer to go. But when you feel ready, when you know you're ready in your heart to release, to let go, and to forgive, when you turn around, there's so much incredible stuff. I don't know why they keep showing me 8. So I don't know if you have something with 8 contracts in work, or something with, like, you're going to have the choice between 8 different people or something. But whatever this is, my friend, it's really nice. And I want to say, just really pay attention. Again, I'm getting a message for you about your intuition. Your intuition is going to guide you through this season, but it's temporary. Hang in there. Things are going to be looking up here relatively soon. Yeah.
All right. We have time for a few more card pulls, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. But right before, actually, I'm going to shout out Chip one more time. If you're wanting a one-on-one reading with Chip and you're not wanting to have me here to just kind of listen in on all that or all the live stream, make sure you go to californiapsychics.com. Go to the top right. You'll have a little search bar. That's where you search up Psychic Chip. You'll be able to pull up his profile as well as all the ways to contact him. Chip, what are your regular hours for those who are wanting to reach you and get a one-on-one reading with you?
Yeah, so this week I'll be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time. And then next week I'll go back to my full schedule of Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Central Time. And then I'll be back on in the afternoon, 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time as well.
All right. And yes, you will be able to find all that information on his profile. There's a link in the description of the stream you're watching, both Facebook and YouTube. So you can go ahead and click that. It'll pull up his profile, as well as the ability to book an appointment if you don't want to wait in the queue and stuff like that. And the direct messages in case you want to just send a quick DM to him real quick for those quick questions. But all right.
Yeah.
No more time wasted. Let's get to our questions. One for Z, who just wants a general card for her.
Okay. Oh, my friend, big money. This is the big money card, 10 of Pentacles. So this is money that's other than your normal paycheck today. So this is some really, really nice windfall that's coming your way. You've been attracting this for a long time. It feels like you probably know. So really just embrace that you deserve financial abundance because it is coming. You got something really, really positive that's coming your way financially. And I just saw August. So hang in there. I'm not sure what that is, but you're going to know more about it in August. Yeah.
All right. Next one will be for Nola, who is asking for a finance card.
All right, Nola. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords says that you do not play around, my friend. This is an encouragement to continue to rely on those smarts that you have, the intellect, being very planned and strategic. I also think that this could signify that you have some help that's coming to you from another female as well. And finance, this could be somebody that would offer you a new job or a contract or promotion. Not sure if you work for a female, but if so, then that's also what that means. It can often mean more than one thing. So just hang in there. I think you got some pretty cool stuff coming up and you got some help coming your way too.
All right. One for next, Alicia, another Alicia, a career card for Alicia.
All right. Career card. Not sure if you've been wanting a new job. Well, this is so funny that I pulled this card because I was almost feeling like you were ready for a new change or you were waiting on something and you got an offer that's coming forward. Knight of Cups is a beautiful, beautiful card to get when you're asking about career. So if you've been looking to get that nod to get a promotion or you're looking, should I ask for a raise or not? Or is that company I interviewed coming for? The Knight of Cups is a positive affirmation. It may take just a little bit of time, but it's a yes. It's a yes card. So I feel very good about that for you, Alicia.
All right. Now, it has been a wonderful hour stream. Once again, if you are wanting to get a one-on-one reading with Chip, what are your regular hours for those who are wondering?
Yeah, so this week I'll be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central. And then I'll be opening up my full hours next week, Monday through Friday. And I'm on 10 to noon Central Time. And then I come back on 3 to 5 Central Time. And I do open up appointment slots too, if you'd like to go ahead and grab the hour time slot.
So yeah, and all that information can be found on Psychic Chip's profile on CaliforniaPsychics.com. You can see the logo in the top right of the stream. That's our company, California Psychics. And yeah, it has been a absolutely wonderful stream. It has been a wonderful time hosting with you, Chip, and it has absolutely been wonderful to hear all y'all's questions and answer them today. It has been, I can't say thank you enough, I guess. And we will be back next week at the same time with Psychic Reagan. Once again, thank y'all, everybody. We will be ending the stream. And yeah, I keep saying thank you, but thank you for joining us. Bye-bye, y'all.
Thank you.